Hi, I'm Barry with CoolIT Systems. Welcome to the OMNI ALC overview. OMNI is the third product we're launching this year and definitely the most anticipated because OMNI is a universal GPU cooling solution. Just like a CPU, a GPU wants to be kept running cooler. It's going to work better, it's going to last longer, and give you more room to overclock if you keep it running at a lower temperature. What you may not know is that a GPU is already consuming a lot more power than a CPU. A high-end CPU out of the box is going to consume about 130 watts, where a high-end GPU can already be pulling 250 watts. To make matters worse, the stock cooling solution for a GPU is limited by the spacing of the PCI Express slots on the motherboard. So if you have something getting hotter, a component getting hotter, and you don't have any room for the cooling solution to grow, the only solution, unfortunately the solution so far, has been to make that fan run faster, which is unfortunately why video cards are getting a little bit noisy these days. So you can see why OMNI is so highly anticipated. It's able to keep your GPU temperatures lower, not only that, but the temperature of the whole PCB lower, and do that job a lot less noisily than the stock cooling solution can. So what is OMNI? It's two parts. The first is the liquid loop. And just like all of our other products, this is a sealed, maintenance-free liquid loop. It is sharing components with Eco Advantage, like the radiator, the pump, and the tubing. There's a controller embedded in here as well, which is going to regulate the speed of the fan based on the temperature of the coolant as it passes through. But on this end, instead of a CPU block, this is what we call our universal OMNI block. As you can see on the bottom, it's perfectly flat. Now the second part is the interposer plate, or interface plate, which is card specific. Now this particular one is for GTX 470. If you had a 5970, you would buy the same liquid loop, and then you would get this interposer plate, which of course has room for two GPUs. Right now we're supporting the two fastest GPUs from each side. So we have the GTX 480, GTX 470, HD 5970, and HD 5870. We will continue to support the fastest GPUs from either side going forward. So, since we've extracted this liquid loop and made it really easy for you to handle, putting liquid on a video card, which used to be something complicated and time-consuming to do, can now be done by pretty much anybody. The real beauty, again, is that when you upgrade your video card, you don't need to start over and you never need to touch the liquid. You're just going to buy the interface plate for the next video card that you get and attach it to here and get yourself up and running again. For us, it's exciting because these plates are going to be a lot quicker to make than a full-out video card block, which means we're going to be first to market, which I think is something that everybody can appreciate. Now, all of our products are easy to install, and the OMNI is no different. The first thing you're going to do is take the stock cooling solution off your video card. There'll be 8 or 10 screws on the back of the video card to do that. Wipe off any thermal paste or gap pad that's left behind from that reference cooler, because we're going to give you all new stuff with OMNI. And then you're going to attach the interface plate to the OMNI block. Again, that doesn't take very long. You put the OMNI block on top of it like that. You run screws down either side of it. That part is done. Then you're going to flip it over. You're going to put your video card on top of this. You're going to take the same 8 or 10 screws you just took out, put them back through your video card in the same spot, and that's going to fasten it to the OMNI block. That's all there is to it. Take a look here. I do have OMNI installed in this chassis. As you can see, it is a full-length, full-coverage block, but it is single slot. And a lot of people really like that because it does open up access to the slots below that, and it takes up a lot less room, which is going to improve the airflow of your entire chassis. The radiator on this one I have installed in the front of this chassis. It's a standard 12cm fan, just like Eco Advantage. So any place you have that size fan in your chassis, you can mount an OMNI. Again, whatever configuration works best for you. In terms of performance, you can expect a 30% drop in low temperatures compared to your reference cooler, which is really significant. That card is going to be cooler, quieter, it's going to last longer, and it's going to be consuming less power because it's being cooled more efficiently. If you would like more information on OMNI, there are lots of good reviews out there already. We're going to be doing a whole lot more in the months to come. And if you have any questions about this video, go ahead and post a question in the comment section. Hop on our Facebook, our Twitter, or even better, come join our forums at CoolITsystems.com. I'm Barry, and this has been OMNI ALC.